Hello everyone! Welcome to a DSP video. Now I know what you guys are going to be saying. Where's the bun? Where the fuck is the bun, Theo? The bun's on vacation. You know, she has her needs, okay? She needs a break, guys. Cleo needs a break. She's a bun with a lot of responsibilities, okay? So that's why you don't see her. So this happened yesterday. I was trying to do a video on this, got interrupted, so the video didn't really pan out. However, Mr. Hutstuff really saved the day and actually clipped everything I wanted to talk about. So shout out to Mr. Hutstuff. He has everything I need, which is great. Feels good, man. So let's get started with this video.
I've been noticing over the past couple of months, if you guys haven't noticed, all right, we on the channel here, all right, we've been doing a subscriptions drive.
And by the way, I should say, when this happened, I was kind of disappointed or angry because I was originally going to do a video about the old King of Hate vlogs, because the Plague, that guy, if you don't know who he is, the Plague, and this guy, he made a channel uploading all of the lost King of Hate vlogs videos. Now this was a channel that DSP did not update with the new terms, so all of the videos that were on that channel got blocked in the United States. But you can view those videos if you're outside of the United States, or if you have a VPN or whatever. So this guy is taking all those videos down from that channel and uploading it onto that channel so everyone can see it. And I was going to do the video because he did a DSP inbox. That's what he used to call Ask the King back then. And he was very concise and very to the point on answering questions. It was completely different. If you look at how he talks now, and you look how he talks then, you can definitely see there's a complete change in how he talks. Back then, he was like directly, direct. He read a question, talk about it immediately, and just in a concise manner. Now, you watch his pre-streams. The thing is, the thing is, guys. The thing is, guys. We have a subs drive. And we really need to hit this subs drive. These sub goals, because I'm doing goals on Twitch now, okay? Like that's what it is now, and it sounds like he kind of forgot how to talk. And a lot of people, like, it's fine to have us occasionally as you talk. There's nothing wrong with that. But the amount of times he does these and repeats words, the frequency of them is what is wrong. It's like he just kind of forgot how to speak as he got older. It's something. But let's get on with it.
Right? And we've been trying to do our best. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, okay, this is garbage. I got a spam email. I thought it was important. It's not.
So this is how he does his fucking pre-streams. He sits there, so guys, the sub goal is it's something. I mean, imagine if I did all my videos like this. Alright guys, this is a DSP video. Got some replies. DSP is an idiot. He's an asshole. He is trying to scam fans of that's how distracting it is, and that's how distracting he is when he's fucking doing these pre-streams. The pre-streams are an hour long, and it's because he's doing shoutouts and he's distracted. He's on his phone. How invested is he to be on stream if he's just, if his attention on 10 different things? Come on, people go there to hear him talk and to watch him on stream, and he doesn't give a fuck about them. He's just on his phone during pre-stream. GG.
We're trying to do our best to push subs on the channel here. All right.
Okay.
We were. But the thing is, here's what happened. At the end of last year, December and January, there was a big discount on subs on Twitch, and people were gifting subs left and right. People really were feeling positive about myself and my content. They felt I was the ultimate underdog.
They felt positive. Yeah, it has nothing to do with you begging your fans for fucking money, right? No, of course not. No. That can't be it. He had his Twitch, he started streaming back on Twitch since 2016. And now people are like, oh, he's the underdog, dude. He was like fucked in 2015. He was kind of like this underdog, shat on person for years. Oh, but now he's the underdog again. Okay, and they're feeling positive. Yeah, it has nothing to do with him. Like, guys, I could lose the house. Like, I don't know how to pay the bills. Oh, Cat needs to move in, guys. Cat needs to move in, guys. We gotta drive for all this stuff. Oh no, my bad. It wasn't to get Cat to move in. It was we gotta get the taxes handled.
Yet again, and they wanted to help out. So a lot of people, I think there was about 5 to 10 people who came in here and were gifting a ton of subscriptions, all right, to various different people. So my subscriptions inflated. So,
by the way, during this, I was originally going to do a video during, like, when we had the chat there. It would be great, but it didn't really work out, unfortunately. But I remember the chat post I wanted to talk about. Lucky for you guys, right? Someone in the chat said, oh, gifted subs are the worst thing to happen, or whatever. And I sat there, I was like, there's nothing wrong with gifting subs. It's just that his fucking fans cucked the fuck out of it. They went overboard with gifting. Because the thing is his fucking fans, they only were gifting subs to hit goals. They weren't gifting subs because they genuinely wanted to gift a sub. Sure, some of the subs were genuine, and they're like, oh yeah, we want to, whatever. Sure, some of them were genuine. But a lot of the fucking subs were, we gotta hit the shower goal, guys. We gotta hit it. Here, gift all the subs you can. And it was just fucking nonsense. It was fucking nonsense. It wasn't genuine at all. The point of gifting subs is to be like, yeah, I think this guy's gonna enjoy this person's content, so I'm gonna gift him a sub. So, check him out and that kind of stuff. Not, okay, guys, let's roll out the money and gift subs like crazy. Like, oh my god, excuse me. Well, that's what his fucking cucks do. During his happy celebration, happy time, chill hangout stream, not Infinite, it was Sir Cuck that started to gift subs like crazy during World War II. He was gifting like subs like crazy. He was gifting subs left and right. So, it wasn't to people that would use the fucking sub. People were gifting subs to fucking Nightbot. Just think about that, Nightbot.
Lie from in the 300s all the way up to over 550. I think at one point I had 560 subs here on the channel. All right.
And I like how now it's like, guys, it was all because of the gift subs and this and that. But back in February, back in January, he was like, guys, I'm growing on Twitch. I'm doing amazing. I'm 560. Holy shit, guys. I'm popular. I'm white hot popular on Twitch, guys. I'm huge. And now, he can't get back to 560. Well, guys, it's because of the gift subs that I was... Of course it was the fucking gift subs. Of course. But he didn't admit that when he got 560. No, of course not, no. He wanted to make sure that he wanted to push it to say that he's popular. Because here's how he views his channel and how to promote himself. If he has a lot of subs, more people are gonna sub, which is kind of a dumb mentality to have. He thinks that his channel is like a store, or like, Walmart, or, McDonald's, or GameStop, or whatever, where people go and, if you see a lot of people go to that store, that means, oh, it's doing great and more people are going to come in. But that's not how channels work, necessarily. Like, it's not like a TV network where you need a lot of people watching a show for that show to continue. It's not necessarily that either on Twitch. it's just that if you make good content, they're gonna sub to you naturally and organically. He can't get 560 organically because his streams are garbage. It's just him looking at his phone, looking at stream chat, and sucking the dicks of the people who give him money. And it's just no one wants to see that. No one wants to see this guy go on stream because he fucking whines and begs for an hour. Maybe he should just trim his pre-streams down to 30 minutes again and go from there. Maybe that way he'll get fucking views.
Now, some of those were legit, and a lot of those were gifted subs, all right? What we've seen in the last 2 months is that naturally where this channel is sitting at this point is between anywhere from I'd say about 415 to 420 at a low point, up until around 450 for a high point for some.
The high point he gets is honestly 440. 450 is he only hit it one time. He hit 450, and that was again because of gifting subs. Crazy, right? He can never go back to 450 just by playing any game. He could in his mind he thinks it's because of the games. Oh, it's the new releases. No one subs because of that. At least from what I understand. I mean, to me, I would not sub to a channel because oh man, they're playing Monster Hunter World. Gotta sub. Like, no, I'd probably sub to someone if they're fun and I really like their content. Like, if I were to sub to a channel, you guys know who I'd sub to. You guys already know. I'm not even gonna say it. You guys know. You guys know who I'd sub to on Twitch. But I'd probably sub to like 2 people on Twitch, or okay, fuck it. I'm gonna sub to Mega64 and Tevin probably. I'd probably sub to probably if iFi has her channel subbed, I'd probably do that. That's 3 channels because I like their content. There might be another person I would want to sub to. There might be a few other channels, but those are channels that I would sub to because I like their videos and I like watching their streams. That's probably why I'd sub to them. I would not sub to someone and be like, oh man. Like, let's say I never heard of Tevin and I stumbled onto Almighty Tevin's Twitch channel. Let's say I stumbled onto his channel. I'm not gonna sub to him day one. I'm like, oh, he's playing Street Fighter 5. Time to sub. No, I'd probably like sub to him after like a while, and if I really liked his content and liked his streams. There you go. No one is gonna sub to someone. At least again, I can only speak for myself, I guess. I just can't see why someone would sub to someone because they're playing a new game. Oh wow, DSP's playing Far Cry 5. I have to sub to him. At most, they're probably gonna follow. At most, they're gonna follow the channel, not sub to him. But okay.
Subs. Now it fluctuates. Sometimes we're above that, sometimes we're below that. But in general, that's the range, okay? That's a good range, especially for a channel that usually when I stream, I bring in around 400 to 500 viewers for an average game.
Now, a lot of people are, might spin it saying, oh, it's negative or whatever, saying, oh, it's going down. The reason why, we'll get to that a little bit more, I guess, so I'll save it, but 450, the range he's at right now for subs, I think it's fine for his channel. I don't really see a lot of channels break that much unless they're like a huge entity on Twitch or whatever. I mean, they're obviously over the hundreds, obviously, but for a channel like Phil, I think that's a whatever subs, but it kind of replicates how many subs he got, to views, because usually on views he gets like 400 to 500, but with subs he gets like 400. And that's kind of where the low 400s. That's kind of where he kind of averages because a lot of the 500s of views that he gets are just passerbys or people who just follow and detractors. They're not people who are going to sub to him.
That's a really good number to have as subscribers, and I'm very pleased with that, okay? But what I've been struggling to do is find a good number to use as my subscriptions goal for a month to motivate people to subscribe. All right, because here's the problem, is that I don't know what I'm doing. I
don't know what I'm doing. That should be his motto. That should be under his description, his channel description, his Twitter handle, everywhere. I don't know what I'm doing. and that would be perfect. That's the perfect DSP motto. And I think we got our hashtag. Sorry about that, guys. Hashtag I don't know what I'm doing. Or whichever one you want to do. Hashtag DSP I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Whichever one you want to go with. Whichever one sounds right.
In that regard, it's something new that I've done. I haven't, as you guys know, I never really had sub goals. I never really based anything off subscriptions until this year. It's a different thing, an experiment that I'm.
Yeah, because remember back when DSP hated Twitch, he said, "Oh, people always want these subs feel entitled, and people want to push subs. It's constantly nagged." I fucking love that. I still need to clip that video and just have that be the intro of all my videos. I need to do that. I need to fucking do that. The detractor canvas is great. Everyone loves the detractor canvas, but we need a detractor intro, and that would be perfect. You're constantly nagged.
I'm trying because I'm trying to push growth on Twitch. I really don't care.
Trying to nag growth on Twitch. See, he's constantly nagging his viewers
about growth on YouTube anymore, and I don't really care about growing my Patreon. What I care about is growth on Twitch.
See, that's retarded. That's bullshit. That's a terrible idea. Because you know what? We're gonna go on a little field trip. I wasn't gonna do this. This is a complete bonus, guys. This is a bonus. I'm gonna try to find this clip. I know it's Ask the King. I know it's Ask the King. I know it is. So that kind of narrows it down. Gaming power to the patrons. Is it this? Is it this one? I don't think so. Maybe it's this.
But there's only a couple things really I'd like to bring up with you guys on
here. It is.
It's a little concerning, and I do need your help. All right. Number one, Patreon support is way down. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I expected this. I actually expected...
Patreon support is way down.
That Patreon support would decline significantly this year. Because I'm not basing anything off of it anymore. I'm not doing goals based off of Patreon. You know what I mean? It's not like it used to be. And by the way, that was directly based off of your feedback. You guys were telling me, gee, why are you focusing on Patreon when Twitch is supposed to be the future? Twitch is what you're focusing on. Twitch is...
So he said that it's not about, he doesn't care about Patreon growth, but he said not even a year ago, like February, like a month ago, pretty much, that he still wants people to go to Patreon. Like look.
You know, what you want to grow, so why are you having people pledge to Patreon when if you focused more on Twitch, that should be your focus, right? So I get that, all right? And I agree with you, and that's why this year I changed everything. I made it so that all events are now based on subscriptions that I have at one point during the month. Events, you know, for example, this month, if you take a look at Patreon, it's way down, all right? It used to be up to $1,250 a month. Now it's down to $836. I mean, that's a $400 difference. That's a lot, right? And I get it. Again, it's cool because a lot of those people jumped over to Twitch and became subs here on Twitch. And I appreciate that. You know, a lot of those people are cheering, subbing, and tipping. And I'm certainly not complaining. I just want to bring your attention to the fact that Patreon still exists. All right?
Still exists, guys.
That you can still pledge. You still get pretty cool perks for your pledges, including...
It's not about Twitch, it's not about Patreon growth, dude, but go to my Patreon, but it's not about the growth. Okay.
By making this channel more popular, by having more viewers, by having more followers, more subs, this is how I'm going to continue to be able to be successful in the future. Twitch is the future. Everything else is the past, all right? So that being said, it's been tough.
Like, it's really dumb that he wants to abandon Patreon like that. Like, he should have just done both. He should have done sub goals on Twitch and Patreon goals on Patreon. Because he should be more concerned with directing his YouTube audience to Twitch, not his Patreon. Patreon is like this is what I never understood. Patreon isn't an audience. There's not people who go to Patreon and just, you know, pledge to Patreon, to Patreon pages just for the fuck of it. the people who go to Patreon to support you are your dedicated, diehard fan base, or people that just want to support you or whatever. That's the point of Patreon. So this whole idea of, oh, we gotta drag people from Patreon to Twitch is kind of counterproductive to your benefit. Like, it just doesn't benefit you to kind of take your people from Patreon to make them go to Twitch, because Twitch is finite. Twitch subs are finite because you can't really sub more than once. But Patreon, you can pledge as much as you want. So it was really more beneficial for Phil to have Patreon to go in tandem with his Twitch subs. It just didn't make any sense for him to divide like that, or to kind of drive that audience to there, because Patreon isn't an audience. Patreon is a page for people to support their favorite content creators. And him kind of driving people from Patreon to Twitch was the dumbest thing he could have done, because now he put himself in this corner where he cannot go back to Patreon. It's too late. It's too late for him to do that. I mean, it could work, but it's going to be a very arduous and long process to get people back to Patreon. If you were to ever decide to go back to Patreon goals, it's too late for that. He has no patience for that kind of wait for people to go back there. And Twitch subs are not growing anymore. They kind of stagnated until there's another sale on subs. So it was completely dumb for him to do that. And this is the issue with Phil. He doesn't do anything in moderation. He doesn't kind of inch things out. Look at the copyright strikes. Instead of doing all those videos at once, he should have just done them at a time. Like, slowly start to remove pre-streams over time, not all of them at once. You know, because if he removes like 2 videos a day or 2 videos a week, that's not gonna do much for his search rankings. But doing like all those videos in one day fucked him up. Then, you know, but with this, like, you should just like slowly start to introduce, like, you know, introduce small sub goals. Like, okay, we're gonna do this with sub goals, but we still have a Patreon goal, and then slowly wean people off if you really wanted to do that. Instead of just, okay, we're done with Patreon, fuck Patreon, we're on Twitch now. Like, you know, I did say that he should be making changes instantaneously, instead of waiting for like the end of the month or the end of the year to do these changes. I do think he should do these changes in like instant. But some of these changes, you know, you should really look at them and be like, you know what, maybe this isn't the kind of change you should do overnight, but I should do this over time and kind of give more, you know, a balance between the two. But Phil's a fucking idiot and didn't do that, and now he's in the situation where he is. Good idea, Phil. You sure are smart. You know how to run a business, dude.
First month, February, I tried to base my sub goals off of what I already had as subscribers, and that didn't work because once all those gifted subs expired, those people didn't resub, and we went from like 560 down to like 450 subs.
Maybe what you should have done was look at how many gifted subs you got and just did not and just remove that from the equation. Like, he should really have looked at what subs were gifted and what subs weren't, and then see how many subs were gifted and what subs weren't. Because according to him, he could kind of see the information of what subs were gifted and what subs weren't. So he really should have just looked at what was gifted and what wasn't, and be like, okay, well, this month I had this much gifted, this much not. So maybe I should scale it to what's not gifted. But no, you can't do that. Of course not.
And I was like, well, shit. Well, we're at 450. I want to motivate people to sub again. So let's make 500 to go. Well, what happened this month? What we've seen this month is that subscribers are fluctuating between, like I said, around 415 to 420 up to around 450. So since we fluctuated and maintained that, that's great. But we didn't get many new subs this month, and therefore didn't make it really any headway towards 500. Okay, so what I'm going to tell you this, guys, now is next month in April, I'm going to set up goals that are far more realistic, that will allow people to kind of be motivated to subscribe in increments, rather than, oh, we need a giant chunk of people to sub to hit a goal. Instead, it's going to be incremental. Like, maybe I'll do like 450 or maybe 465 as my first goal.
450 or 465 as the first goal. Okay. He never hit 450 in the month of March. He did it one time. As the only way he could reach 450 is honestly if he does more begathons, and that's what he's gonna do. This whole thing with, well, I'm gonna do one more begathon. I mean, chill special happy stream in April for my birthday to rally people to pay for my taxes, dude. But you think he's gonna stop after that? Fuck no. He's gonna do that once a month. Once a month. He's gonna do a begathon, or at least twice a month. It's gonna be a bi-monthly event. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It's garbage to think that he's gonna stop doing begathons. Now he's gonna still do begathons because anything for this.
Goal 475, 480 is a second, 500 is the stretch. Okay? And I think if I do it like that, I think it's going to make a lot more sense for everyone. And I think that maintaining that is good. Because the thing is, if I can maintain those levels, all right, that constitutes a healthy Twitch channel. And, you know, it's a good...
Constitutes a healthy Twitch channel. What is a healthy Twitch channel? Like, his channel is, like, already pretty whatever, because he gets a lot of cheers and tips as it is. He gets donations every fucking day. Every day. And he's saying that, oh, well, I'm gonna measure my Twitch channel being healthy on subs. Yeah, okay, fuck the people that tip and cheer, right? No, only the subs count. Dude, if you ask any streamer, how they would feel if they got people to cheer and tip as much as DSP fans do for them, they would be like, oh, hell yeah, buddy, because he gets so much fucking cheers. I've not seen a single streamer get as much cheers as he does during a stream. I mean, maybe on a good day they get close to fill a level of fucking cheers, but I mean, he gets paid every day. He gets so much fucking money every day, and it's not enough for him.
To help me, pay my bills, quite frankly, and everything. It's a good one, all right? I want to keep that. Now, I'm going to be honest with all you guys, all right? I am. There's a nasty element, a negative element of people.
Okay. When I heard this, I literally said, I fucking knew it. I knew this was gonna happen. This was inevitable. It was inevitable. Because DSP is a fucking baby. He's a little... He's scared to face reality. So get a load of this. I said this day one when he did fucking sub goals. I knew this was gonna happen. Let's hear it.
Who are coming into the stream chat, and what they're doing is they are actively, constantly spamming the chat, the command subcount. The reason is they're using it for negative purposes. They literally look every single time a subscription goes down. Oh my god, did you see Phil?
Okay. So I want to ask someone, because maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot with Twitch, but Twitch does not show the sub count to the viewers. Like, how is someone supposed to know that the subs dropped? And, sure, someone can say, well, they timed a sub from that month. They came in a month later to see a sub dropped or whatever. But that's fucking dumb to begin with, because one, everyone on this earth knows how fucking subs work. Everyone knows that he's gonna naturally lose a sub when the sub expires. It's like a no-brainer. But it's not that he's losing subs by one person, though. He's missing tens and 20s of subs. Like, he went from 450 to 420. That's insane. And it's not like over the course of a month. It's like every day he's losing a sub. He's bleeding subs. Like, maybe 10 I could understand. But these are like huge amounts of subs that are dropping, and he can never kind of go up from there. But okay, sure. And the thing is that I don't see a lot of people spam the sub count. But it gets better. It gets better.
Subscriptions went down. It's horrible. How's he ever going to get more subscriptions? And what's happening is it's derailing the chat. It's making people upset.
Okay. Why would it derail the chat? I've seen the fucking the people use the sub count. No one in chat talks about it. I haven't seen. Maybe one person says, "Oh, we're losing subs," and that's it. Everyone else is talking about how they want to fuck each other and how they want to how they want to suck Phil's dick and how great he is and fuck the haters and all this other stuff. That's his fucking chat every day, and they say a lot of other toxic shit. Oh, but someone says, oh, look at the sub count, so low. Oh my god, everyone's saying the subs are low. Oh my god, we gotta do something, guys. This is derailing the chat. But all it is just nothing. Okay. Okay, Phil.
And I agree. It's distracting. We shouldn't have people coming in here who aren't, by the way, a lot of them aren't even subs. So
you have a sub goal. You talk about sub goals all the fucking time. Of course, people who are not subs want to look at the sub count, because maybe they want to look at the sub count to see if they should bother subbing to hit the goal. If you don't want people to look at the sub count or to do that shit, maybe don't have sub goals at that point. Because this is the thing. This is the thing that this is why I knew that we're gonna get to the point of the video. With Patreon, he exploited this glitch or this error that Patreon has. Patreon does have this error. It does, where you on the front page you see a number. You're like, oh, that number, it could be like $40. Okay, let's say that someone pledges $40 to a Patreon goal, and the goal might say, oh, he hits like $39. I might see $38. So there might be a $2 discrepancy or whatever. Now, I've seen this myself. I've actually posted proof of this. Because, I wanted to see, and I also wanted to make my own Patreon, but I looked at this. I was like, okay, look, I posted the pictures. Of course, I only showed what I knew was safe. I did not want to show people's, financial information or my financial information, just as much as I only wanted to show in terms of goals was on the public page and what I see. That's all I wanted to show. And that's what I showed. So there is an issue with the Patreon goal. But the thing but here's the thing with Phil, though. The glitch exists. It exists. However, he knew that glitch existed, and he fucking exploits it by kind of bending it. So, like, he might lose like a $2, $10, whatever, because the amount that might be errored might fluctuate depending on how many people donate and and their own reward. So that whole thing might kind of be its own little variable. But I'm willing to believe that he is just kind of bending it. Like, oh, guys, there's an issue with the sub goal on Patreon. All right, that's perfect. I'm gonna be able to bend the rules and bend how much I actually have to get people to pay more or less. So, like, if he wants to make himself sound successful on Patreon, he'll say, oh, we hit the goal. We've been always hitting the goal, whatever. If he doesn't hit the goal, or that if he didn't hit the amount that he's happy with, he'll say, guys, we didn't hit the goal. And that's the issue I have with Philly Boy on Patreon, because he cannot keep his Patreon story straight very well, and the way that he describes it is very confusing. He throws so many numbers, so many things at you. Like, if you were to ask me about it, like, okay, look, how much you see on the page might show this amount. I see this amount. Simple as that. And if people probe a little more, I might show evidence. Phil never shows evidence. He doesn't show what he sees because he's afraid of personal information. However, he could just show the number. He could literally just screen cap the number that he sees. That's it. That's all you need to show. You don't really need to show, okay, these are the people that pledge. You don't have to do that. You can just say, like, okay, because Patreon gives you a total. It gives you a total how much you make. And he could just kind of screen grab just that number, and that's it. You don't need to go crazy with it. But now he wants to do that with Twitch subs. He wants to do that with Twitch subs now, because he wants to push positivity. And I've seen this before. I've said this back before he said, guys, March has been terrible, dude. He has been ending streams by saying, oh, today's been a positive stream. A positive stream. It's great. Everyone loves the content. But it's the fucking, like, it's a fake fucking positivity. And he wants to do that with subs now.
So it's not even like they are supporting the channel at all. Okay. They're literally doing it for drama purposes. They want to come in at every possible moment that there's a lost sub, right? Or someone whose sub lapsed and they didn't immediately resub. They want to spin it as something negative.
How do you know? How do you know what we do with your fucking sub count? And the thing is that with this logic, him wanting to hide the sub count and him getting triggered by this shows that he's failing then. Like, now we don't really need... Now, the issue isn't the sub count anymore. Now that discussion is over. Now, it's the fact that he's getting triggered and... he just triggered over the sub count. That's more than enough to show that his Twitch is failing then.
And I'm done with it. You know? They do. Here you go. Bionic just says they spam the sub count and then they screen cap it for stupid wikis. And
Okay. I saw that thing that Bionic Shoot said. Bionic Shoot said that, oh, the characters are gonna screen cap the sub count and post it on the CWC wiki. That wiki is for Chris Chan. It's a Chris Chan wiki. And DSP thinks it's about him. DSP thinks a wiki that's about Chris Chan's about him. That to me is hilarious. So, and that brings me back to another thing that DSP said. He said this, I think, during a PUBG stream. Maybe we can find it. Maybe we can find it. I'll look for it for a second. If I can't find it, I can't find it. Is it in this one? Is it in this one? Troll cheers, substance decreasing. Whatever, you know, never mind. But I know he said to never trust outside sources. Don't trust other people. Don't believe everything you hear. This and that. But his chat says, but the guy brings up a Chris Chan wiki and he believes that it's about him. Sound good?
And shit. To talk like, oh, look, Phil's channel's failing. In reality, guys, it's not. Alright?
If it's not failing, then people using the sub count command shouldn't bother you then. If it's not failing. Like, are you fucking kidding me? It's not failing, guys, but I'm tired of seeing the fucking sub count, dude. Okay.
In reality, it's not failing at all. The channel is getting more followers. We're getting more overall viewers.
Followers. This kind of like slipped through my attention, but follows don't mean shit on Twitch. Like, okay, I kind of take that back. Follows slightly mean that those are just people that are slightly interested in watching your stream. That doesn't mean that they're dedicated though. That just means that they might want to follow you to see, okay, you know, check you out, whatever. Those aren't that, but that's just it. But for DSP, the follows don't really mean shit to him because he gets nothing out of them. Subs matter. If follows matter, then he should do following goals, which is ridiculous because he has so many fucking follows.
Things are going good. It's very healthy. I cannot complain at all. Everyone's been very supportive on.
I can't complain, but I gotta complain about the sub count, dude.
On Twitch, as I said, and I have no complaints. All right, I really don't. You guys have been great. So in that regard, things are going swimmingly good. And I don't want anyone to get an impression based off of what idiots are doing, trying to, again, skew information negatively, to say that the channel's doing worse. It's not. It's actually doing good, all right?
Then it shouldn't matter what people say.
So I've had enough of their bullshit, and one of two things is going to happen. Either I'm just going to disable the subcount command, which I may just do, because at this point, I can tell you guys how many subs I have on the...
Yeah, trust Phil, the guy that won't talk about Cat, that won't verify his taxes at all to the people that are paying him. Of course not. He refused to show how uh the margin of error that he has on Twitch. He just not Twitch, Patreon. He never showed us any verifiable evidence of it. He has been caught in multiple lies in the past before. Yeah, this guy has such a great track record of being honest with his fucking viewers. The thing is that he could be telling the truth for all we know. It's just that he has such a bad track record that he really wants us to believe the sub count. And the thing is that right now, currently, he has it so that only mods can use it. Only mods can use the sub count. Do you know how fucking dumb that is? Because honestly, like imagine if you ask a mod, Miss Wagons, we'll get to that soon, by the way. Miss Wagons, can you show us the sub count? He's gonna be like, no, fuck you, and continue being a cuck. He might even ban you because Miss Wagons is a baby. She's a little bitch.
Fly whenever you want. I certainly don't need to have it spammed in the stream chat constantly. And these people, I've noticed, I'm not even online, right? It'll be overnight. And then I'll look at the chat and 47 different...
Why is he looking at the chat overnight? And this piqued my interest, because this sounds like a load of bullshit. He doesn't he checks the chat when he's not streaming. Why? Why is he on his fucking stream when he's not streaming? And people are rushing in to spam sub count? I really fucking doubt that. But okay.
Random accounts I've never seen before who don't chat are all spamming.
Random accounts that don't chat, that he's never seen before. But he gets excited when he sees Golden Colts show up in his cheers. A guy who never even fucking chats. Oh, but Golden Colts is great because he gives me money. Okay.
Sub count in the stream chat, and every time the number goes down, they spam it even more.
Okay, this is now that's another load of shit, by the way. They spam the sub count even more when the sub goes down. What? Huh? Okay. Whatever.
And it's like, fuck this, right? Or we're gonna enforce a new rule, all right? That maybe, you know, if you do sub count too much, it's gonna be a timeout and a ban. Because much like any other command, if you just keep spamming another command in the stream chat constantly, it's the same thing. No one's gonna just say, okay, I'm gonna just keep spamming this command constantly.
But the thing is, his fucking stream chat spams anyway. During a Batman stream, someone spammed the N-word constantly, and that guy never got banned, he never got timed out or anything. No one said anything about that guy. He just spammed the N-word and no one gave a shit. Okay. People spam a lot of other commands. A lot of people fucking spam in that fucking chat. Oh, that's okay. No problem. It doesn't hurt my feelings, so it's okay. Sub count. Oh god, we gotta ban them. We got silence the sub counts, guys. Okay.
And see what happens. You're gonna get moderated for it. All right.
No one gets moderated for spamming in that fucking chat. Get out of here. Instead, you get moderated for saying fundraiser for God damn, I forgot some of the things that they banned for no fucking reason. Yeah, but they banned for the dumbest reasons, for saying fundraiser, taxes, what else? There's something else. You can get banned for just saying DSP is a duty head, and you'll get banned.
The line is, it's true. It's distracting. It derails things.
No one gets distracted by the fucking sub count. The only person that got distracted is you, Phil. Why don't you just like this is fucking nonsense. I've been to his fucking streams. I've seen his stream chat. No one gave a fuck about this sub count command. Only one person does. Maybe two on a very negative day, dude, but no one talks about it. No one gives a fuck. The only people that ever talk about it are the fucking cuck-ass mods. Okay.
It, especially when, oh my god, look, Phil's subs went down by 2. It's the end of the world, and Phil's channel's falling apart. And then everyone in the stream.
You talking about removing a sub count and banning people over it kind of gives the impression that your channel's falling apart and it's failing if you've come to that conclusion. Because no successful channel is going to ban people over this. Like imagine if you go to the Apple Store or something on not the Apple Store but like okay, I can't think of an example, but it's fucking stupid. No one does this. No one goes to a fucking successful channel like, well, wow, I guess you're failing, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here. The only like you talking about banning people over this shows that you're failing.
Chat, some people who are innocent viewers like, what? What's happening? Phil's channel is failing. What's happening? And next thing I know, I look at the chat. I'm in the
Innocent fucking viewers? No one talks about this. No one fucking cares. And if anything, they probably would have more incentive to sub if they see the low fucking sub count. Okay, the reason why he wants to remove this is because he wants to inflate numbers. Because this is what I've been saying. He correlates success to, that he thinks that the only people that would want to sub to him is if the subs are up. If, oh, Phil has 500 subs, I want a sub, dude. But if it's down, no one wants a sub, dude. Which is bullshit. No, people want to sub because they want to sub. They're not gonna sub based on the fucking number of subs. That's fucking retarded. But that's how Phil thinks. That's how Phil thinks people are motivated to sub to his channel. For the sub goal and because of how many people sub. Which makes no fucking sense. You know, it's the same confusion I get when he talks about popularity of a game or how successful a game is based on how much money he makes off that game. It makes no fucking sense. Well, I didn't make enough money I didn't make enough money during this beta, so that game is a non-entity and no one cares about that game because I did not make enough money on it. That makes no fucking sense. But okay.
In the middle of a game, you know, gameplay, I look down and everyone's being all negative, and I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
No one is being negative over subs. They're being negative because your fucking mods are assholes. But okay. And the only reason why they're being negative is surprise, surprise, because the fucking streamer is negative. He's a negative person. He cries about his fucking stream all day.
And I'm not gonna let some dumb, you know, kids come in here and try to do this shit. Because they know what they're doing. They're doing it on purpose. All right.
Then just ignore it. You doing this gives them like validation. Again, the detractors win. The trolls win. Like you know how people think how the American policy is with terrorism. Oh, we will never surrender to the terrorists. If you do this, the terrorists win, and this and that. If DSP was running the country, we would be bending over for every terrorist attack imaginable. We would shut down airports forever. No one would be able to leave America. Everyone would have to get like checked every day before they leave the house, and this and that. And we'd live in fear all the time because the nasty terrorists do what they do. That's how DSP would run the country. Because people go in and spam sub count. Okay, guys, we gotta get rid of the sub count. No more sub count. We're living in an age of fear and negativity. We can't have these things. I can't do multiplayer events because these detractors win. The trolls win with him. And it reminds me back of the old saying, the meme of, you can't troll Phil, it's harder to troll him. How is it harder to troll him? Look what he's doing. We got him to not play multiplayer games anymore. We got him to be afraid of sponsorships. We got him to be afraid of sub counts. A fucking sub count. We got him afraid of that. He's so hard to troll, guys. Yeah, okay. Snort.
So like I said, it's going to be one or the other. Either I'm just going to get rid of the sub count command eventually. Or I'm going to make it so that, you know, there's going to be rules around it, all right? So we'll see. I'm kind of laying down the law today. I'm laying down the law, That's the deal. If you are going to come in here just to spam the subcount command, expect yourself to be moderated. Because it's one thing if you're a legit...
Now, here's the thing about this part that is just the funniest part of it all. His mods are the most butthurt sensitive people on the planet. They're arguably, debatably, more sensitive than Phil is, which is an achievement in how much of a pussy you could be. But if you just use subcount one time, I guarantee you're gonna get banned. I guarantee you will get banned for just saying subcount one time. Now, of course, the cook must be like, we would never do that, dude. We're not Nazis. But if that's a name, if you're just a newcomer and you use subcount one time, you're banned. I guarantee you'll be banned. If you are a person that sucks Miss Wagon's dick or Infinite's dick or DSP's dick and you do the subcount, you might get timed out on a good day or you'll just allow to be free. But if you're a newbie, if you're a newcomer, you're gonna get fucking moderated to shit. This is why his community alienates a lot of people. It's not like before. Someone went in and said, "Huh, non-badgers, get rid of these non-subs, whatever, blah 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 blah." This mentality of elitism over subs. That guy doesn't get scolded, but Rave Comic, who kind of parroted that guy's mentality, he gets shat on for it. But it fosters that mentality. It nurtures this alienation, and it gets people to not want to go to his chat. It like, why would you want to go to a chat where if you go in and you're a newcomer, you're gonna be thought of to be a sock account, to be a troll, a hater, and it's not gonna be a good time for fucking for potential DSP fans. Okay.
Viewer, I just want to see what the sub count is, and you check it once. Okay, that's cool. And then maybe by the end of the stream, all right, did it go up or down this stream? You check it. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's how people are gonna use the sub count. They don't do it during a sub count when someone subs. Like really, he doesn't think that if you see sub hype, someone might be like, oh, I want to see the sub count is now. No, of course not. That's dumb.
And it's another thing if you're one of these fucking drama queens who does it every 5 minutes, constantly spamming the chat, and then immediately tries to blow it up into something negative if there's a dip. I'm not going to put up with that shit. I'm going to be honest. I've been very reserved because I've seen a few people doing it the past couple days, and I wanted to ban them. But I
wanted to ban them.
I was like, you know what? It wouldn't be fair if I did it without making an announcement first. That would be completely unfair. I don't want to be old Phil.
This is something old Phil would do, though. Just because you want to make an announcement about it doesn't mean that old Phil wouldn't do it. Give me a fucking break.
Old Phil used to just, shoot off the cuff, shoot from the hip, immediately just do whatever without even explaining what was going on, and then people would get upset. And I don't want to do that. I want to evolve. I want to become, more wise Phil, mature Phil about.
I like how he laughed after that. More wise Phil. Man, that's funny.
Immediately just do whatever without even explaining what was going on, and then people would get upset, and I don't want to do that. I want to evolve. I want to become, more wise Phil, mature Phil about it.
He fucking laughed at that. I'm glad he thinks that's funny because I think it's funny because he hasn't evolved. He devolved, if anything. How can you say he evolved when he became everything he fucking hated? He has to do constant fundraisers. I mean, happy special rally streams. He's a whore for bits and tips. Like he became a whore. He has devolved, if anything. He can't speak coherently anymore. He can't even speak consistently. He has constant long ass fucking breaks. He can't really hold a conversation anymore. Okay.
All right. So that's why I'm telling you guys in advance. All right. Just so you guys know, if we get people spamming or whatever, there's going to be moderation. And I'm right now I'm mulling over what is it exactly that I could do. All right. The thing is, sadly, it's not like Nightbot. With Nightbot, all right, I can actually program Nightbot so that the command, the commands that go through Nightbot, I believe I can make it so you can't spam them. but the subcount command is through a third-party application that then conjuncts with Nightbot. So I don't know if I could actually set it up that it would only work after a certain amount of time or whatever. I don't know. Listen, I certainly am not a master of Twitch
Like, the
chat.
only person that is really butthurt about the subcount is Phil. I have not, now that Phil's butthurt, his mods will be butthurt about it too. That's the other thing. Because that's the one thing I've also noticed with his cuck-ass fans. His fans won't care about anything, but if Phil cares about something and he says this is shit, they're all gonna start jumping on that bandwagon. Phil could say the sky is green, and they'll all say, "Yeah, this." No, first it's gonna be like, you know what, the sky is blue. Yeah, I agree. The sky is blue. Everyone in DSP's chat that loves DSP says the sky is blue. DSP says, "Guys, the sky is green. If you think the sky is blue, you're a fucking idiot." And then all of a sudden, everyone in this chat, you know what? He's right. The sky is green. You know what? I'm glad that I'm woke now. Fucking the sky is green. If you think the sky is blue, you're a fucking idiot. Ban everyone that thinks the sky is blue. The sky is green. That's how it is to be a DSP fan. You can't have independent thought. You can't disagree with the guy. And whatever Phil hates, you hate. Okay.
Bot usage. I know very little about it. All right. I'm just the most minimal amount of knowledge possible is what I have. I'm here to play games and have fun with you guys, not to fucking sit here and worry about chat bots and shit.
Yeah, instead you worry about sub counts and how sad it is that you can't get over 430 anymore. Okay.
So, in that regard, I don't know what I could or couldn't do. I do know that my moderators here actually have access to the Nightbot commands as well. Some of them do anyway. And that being said, I do believe that in regards to everything going on here, that there's a way to do it, but I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, instead he made it mod only, which is fucking pussy. Because really, what do you think are the chances the mods are going to actually share the sub count? Okay.
And we'll go from there, all right? All right. Mr. Swaggins did a 25-bit cheer. I said maybe during pre-streams we should use sub-only mode would help to weed out trolling.
Miss Wagons wants to put pre-streams in sub-only mode. What a fucking... Miss Wagons is such a little baby. Oh, we should have sub-only mode when we talk about your finances, Phil, because we don't want nasty people to say things. Miss Wagons is like... Dude... That person is more of a bitch than Phil is, and that's not something to be proud of.
Well, it's not necessarily what I'm talking about. I think what you're talking about in regards to earlier, I was talking about subcount spam, right? That's really not what I was talking about. What I'm talking about is not even just during pre-stream, but during the day. Sometimes I come back at night, I'm not even streaming. And I look, and during the break between streams, there were 3 guys who literally in a circle just spammed subcount like 45 times.
Really? 45 times? Dude, no. No one does that. Okay. By the way, the other fun fact is, someone brought this to my attention yesterday. There are other programs you can get the sub count from, so don't worry. We can still find out the sub count. However, these people will probably say, that program is wrong. I'm right. Me. Okay.
Now, listen. I take a 2-hour break between my streams. I'm pretty sure there was no reason to spam the subcount command 45 fucking times during the break. Except if you're just hoping that there would be a minor drop-off so you could run to your fucking detractor area and report it. So that's what I mean.
Okay.
Okay. Rowdy Catnut cheered. So, will you ever provide actual proof of your tax situation, or we just have to take your word for it? Rowdy Catnut, you may be really stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you take offense.
Remember this. He said, sorry if you take offense, all this kind of stuff. Remember that. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something as this goes on.
But you gotta understand something. Number one, how do you think taxes work? Do you think you receive a actual bill, like a credit card in the mail, and it says, you owe this, please return this, this bill with your payment, and blah, blah. That's not how it works at all. All right? At all. What happens is you get a letter from whoever you owe taxes to, and they say, we need to assess your business / whatever. Provide us with tons of personal information. All right? Obviously, I can't show you guys that information. That's all personal information about the business that people could use to hurt me. Okay?
Why don't you just give us the amount then? Like, you could just give us a number. We don't need your fucking social security number. We don't need your tax ID number. We don't need your PIN. We don't need your bank account number or anything. You could just say, I owe this amount, and that's it. Now, of course, what he's going to say is, well, if I give you the amount, then you're going to be able to deduce how much that I make. But we could do that as it is. People can figure out how much he makes by looking at his Patreon and estimate how much he makes from there, estimate how much he makes on YouTube, and then just count how much cheers and subs and tips he gets during the stream. It's not that hard.
Then, based off of all the information they provide to you, all right, they say, you owe us taxes. So, you can either pay us taxes, or we're going to do an assessment.
The reason why he doesn't want to show us how much he owes, and why he doesn't want us to know how much he makes, is because he knows that if we knew how much he made, no one would feel sympathy for him. He's doing this so they could just play beggar, because he wants to be a whore. He wants to pretend that he's struggling, and he doesn't make a lot of money. But the thing is that he could be struggling in the sense that he can't afford to live his luxurious life he wants to live. So you gotta pay for his luxurious life, guys.
Blah, blah, blah. So what ended up happening was I contacted a tax attorney. The tax attorney did all the work and via email said, you owe this amount, give us your bank information and we will pay it, through us on your behalf, as we file your taxes. Again, information I could not publicly show you guys. You know what I mean? It's not, people think, because again, these are kids. People ask these, Rowdy Catnut is probably a teenager who doesn't understand how life works and thinks that, like, I get a nice standard, like, bill in the mail, like you would get from Visa or MasterCard. You owe this amount of money, so please pay this. Here's your minimum payment. And it's not how it works.
But they do give you an amount that you owe when you're done talking with your tax attorney. You do get a fucking amount, and they do. And if you can't pay it at once, you are put on a payment plan that give you the amount you owe. It's not that, like, you go to your tax attorney, they're like, okay, Phil, you owe taxes. Okay, how much do I owe? You owe taxes. Okay, do I give you like $100? No, he doesn't give us taxes. Like, of course he has to get an amount. He talks about 3 amounts of money that he's waiting to get back from his tax attorney. So he does get an amount of money that he owes. And I would assume in a bill-like form. Okay.
At all. This all is stuff that happens through emails, through personal communiques. It's not, a system where you think you're going to get this, fucking bills. It doesn't work like that. At all. All right?
Then how do you know how much you owe then? If you don't get an amount at all for your taxes, how do you know how much you owe? Like, yeah, taxes don't necessarily work the same as bills. Sure, fair enough. But you do at some point get an amount of money you owe. Okay.
This is really stupid.
Really stupid.
This is very, very stupid. What you're saying right now, okay? On top of that, I've been completely transparent with you guys and explained to you that the state of Washington has not...
So transparent that he wants to hide the subcount from us. He doesn't want to share his car because apparently it's a cheap car, but he doesn't want to show it. He has a girlfriend, but he only wants to share her in the sense that she cooks. That's the only time we'll ever get to see her, is when she cooks. That's it. What else? That's pretty much it. Oh, we can't know how much money that discrepancy between what's on the public page and what he gets. We're not allowed to know how much the difference is. Whatever reason. He did remove. I almost forgot about this. This happened months ago. But before, you were able to see how much tips he got, and like there was something like maybe the chat kind of logs how much tips he makes for each stream, and I think he got rid of that. I think he got rid of that command or whatever because people were calculating how much tips he got, and he got rid of that. Something like that. I think it's something like that.
Completed their assessment of my back state taxes. All they told me was that at the latest it would be done in April, and then I would have to start paying. I've also disclosed to you guys that I've been waiting now for almost 3 weeks for my tax attorney to finish my taxes and to tell me what I owe federally. I've told you all this. Oh, by the way, if I told you guys what I owed in taxes exactly, you'd then have people who go nuts to do crazy calculations to figure out what I make on a yearly basis.
We can already do that though. People can calculate how much you make through cheers, tips, subs, and YouTube and Patreon. We can already calculate all of that. The only thing that we can't calculate really is Teespring because we don't know how many people bought the shirts, what shirts they bought, what size they bought, etc. But we can calculate everything else because you give us the dollar amount of tips in your shoutouts, and some of them show up on screen or in the chat, so we can figure that out. We can find out how much cheers you make because that stuff is logged in the chat. We can tell how much subs you get because you tell us the subs and all that. So we could already make a good estimate how much you make yearly. So you might as well share with us the amount of tax money. We already can kind of figure it out. But again, he wants to play around with this little air of doubt of, well, guys, see, these estimations are just estimations. They're not exact. If these people knew how much I made exactly, they would know that I don't make that much. Really? If you don't make that much, then what's the harm in sharing how much you make? Okay. I wonder why he wants to keep that hidden from his fucking chat. I wonder.
And try to say that I'm a liar and I'm this and that. It's none of anyone's fucking...
Yeah. Clearly that's...
You'd then have people who go nuts to do crazy calculations to figure out what I make on a yearly basis and try to say that I'm a liar and...
Yeah, because honest people hide the thing that they're being honest about. Oh, okay. And if it's not your viewer's business, then why bring up your taxes all the fucking time then? Like, this is the thing. This is the thing about him. He doesn't want people to know about his girlfriend or attack her. Okay, then don't talk about your girlfriend. You shouldn't have made that video. You shouldn't have mentioned her. You shouldn't have talked about her moving in. The most he could have done with her is, I have a girlfriend, her name is Kat, and leave it at that, and never talk about her again, unless it's, like, pertinent to what you're talking about. Like, oh, we're gonna do co-op games with her. Okay, fine. We don't need to know that she cooks. We don't need to know that she has a job. We don't need to know that she... or anything. He could have just said, I have a girlfriend, her name is Kat, and that's it. But he talks about her at length and say how much that we don't know about her and brag about her in a very, like, 12-year-old kind of way. Okay. He has a car, doesn't want to show the car because... okay. He doesn't want to share his taxes, but he wants us to pay for his taxes. Okay, very, very honest and transparent, guys. Okay, if you're gonna say you're transparent, then maybe you should be more careful what you say on your fucking stream.
Now, this and that. It's none of anyone's fucking business. It's not.
Then why talk about your
the fact
taxes?
That you're actually trying to get my personal information just shows that you don't have good intentions at all.
See, he starts out politely saying, okay, like, don't take offense, you know, but your question you're asking is kind of stupid because of these reasons. Okay, he should have just left it at that. Oh, but no, now he has to go full Alex Jones on the person and think that the person has ulterior motives. Okay, this guy is definitely not paranoid.
But that you're actually just trying to get inside of my personal shit. Alright? And it's not appreciated. It's not. It's like, people are idiots. Do you see me going on a Caribbean fucking vacation? Do you see
me on these fucking extremes, but you live in a house that is, like, for a family of 4, and you have another condo in Connecticut you're paying, and you bought a new car, you moved in another person to your house, and you're going with these extremes. No one is thinking that you're some wealthy guy that's eating caviar, that's chilling with Bill Gates and all this stuff. No one fucking thinks this. But it doesn't take much to see that he's living up beyond his means. Okay.
You rolling up in a Ferrari? Do you think I'm putting money in an offshore fucking account? Seriously.
Well, we don't see the car you're driving in, so it does look like you're driving a nice car if you're not willing to show it.
The things that I've been saying about YouTube ad revenue plummeting and all that are common themes that everyone's been saying. Everyone agrees with me.
But that's more fucking verifiable than your fucking taxes, you dumbass. Taxes are more personal. Yeah, they're more personal, sure, but the amount that people owe in taxes are different among person to person. The amount of tax that you may owe is not the same as how much TSP owes. It's different among everyone. The YouTube ad revenue going down to the toilet is universal because it affects everyone on the fucking site. It's verifiable. That's why it's verifiable. But no one's gonna sit there like, yeah, DSP does have back taxes because I have back taxes. That makes no fucking sense. Okay. Okay, Phil.
I'm not pulling shit out of fucking thin air when I tell you about my financial troubles. It's all full disclosure. It always has been. No, I can't actually show you every detail of the situation because you know people would do malicious shit with it.
But you're running fundraisers to, oops, I said the F word again. I mean, happy special hangout streams to rally people to pay for your fucking taxes. So what he's telling us is to shut up and pay my taxes.
But again, the reason that people like Rowdy Catnut,
he literally doesn't think that, not at all that people might be a little suspicious about the fucking taxes because the thing is that through life there's a lot of people that try to con people. There's a lot of con artists out there, and they play around with you not knowing the full picture. So that's how they run a lot of these schemes and a lot of stuff. Like a lot of game developers do it. A lot of people fucking do it. That's why some people remain the richest people in the country, because they exploit the system. So of course people are going to be a little bit more skeptical when someone goes who runs a business says, I need you guys to pay me this amount of money, but I can't tell you the exact amount, but you need to pay me this amount because it's for my taxes, guys. But I can't show you the proof of these taxes. I can't show you anything that can be verified because it's taxes. He could be telling the truth. I think the taxes are true, but again, I think that he's just using this as an opportunity to milk his fucking fans. Because again, in December, he talked heavily about the taxes. Oh, I got these back taxes, guys. I need to run a fundraiser stream in December to pay the taxes. And then come January, guys, you were able to pay for Cat moving in. What? Like, maybe that was a video that he said about December. I hope I find it. Let's see. Defending his pay pig, switching stores, detractor, and fan cheers. Poorly cooking with the king. Oh, that's something else. DSP Discord situation. Trolls can't end me. No Patreon changes. Let's see. Want my sunshine, lady. Come on. Play Friday. Black Friday. Business taxes owed. Let's see. Let's maybe I can find it by just typing fundraiser. If I couldn't spell it. Fundraiser April, can't dox girlfriend. Is this it?
All right. So
I can't find it. Fuck it.
are trying to get information is not because it's genuine interest. It's because this is a malicious idiot.
He's a malicious idiot. But remember at the beginning, this is what I was talking about. The guy, he said immediately, "Oh, don't take offense, you know, to what I'm about to say, you know, like." But the question you said is stupid. Now he went Alex Jones on him, saying, "Oh, this person is trying to get personal information, and you know, this and that. This guy's a malicious idiot." Okay.
Who wants to get my personal info so they could just harass me more. No, you're not going to get it. So, wake the fuck up. Mr. Swaggins just said, oh, I mean when you're talking about taxes, a lot of people come in and they just talk shit. Yeah, well, no, it doesn't need to be put into sub-only mode. Those people just need to be banned. If I'm, you know, being real with you guys.
Yeah, ban people for asking questions. That's a good chat. You know, especially a good environment. You go to a stream, and you might be new, let's say, and he's talking about his taxes. If you go in there and say, "Oh, why is this guy talking about his taxes? What's going on?" You can get banned for that. You will get banned for just anything in that fucking chat. Taxes, fundraiser, calling the mods names, all this kind of shit. You cannot, like, breathe easy in that fucking chat. You can get banned just for saying anything. It's fucking garbage.
I'm doing the one section of the stream where I do plugs, and people are being nasty. Ban those fucking people.
How is it being nasty? Saying, "Oh, can we get some information on the taxes, like how much you owe?" How's that being nasty? If the guy went in, the guy said, because all he asked was, "Do we have to take your word for it, or you know, are you gonna show us any proof or whatever?" You know, that's a genuine question. If the guy was saying, "I want to know if these tags are fucking real because this sounds like a fucking scam. You're a fucking con artist," or something along those lines, like something like, "Oh man, this sounds like a fucking con. This is a con, guys." That kind of stuff I can slightly understand being banned, but saying, "Are we gonna get any more information, or is this the most we're gonna get?" How is that fucking bad? How is that malicious? Okay.
They're coming in and they're not regulars, they're people you don't recognize, they're coming in just to talk shit, they don't need to be here. That's not the audience I'm talking to and appealing to, and they should get Das Boot. It's that simple. Mr. Swaggins just cheered and said, people need to respect the mods. Calling me Mrs. Waggins is BS. Yeah, I mean, guys.
Fuck you. Okay, Miss Waggins. See, this is why I'm calling him Miss Waggins, because he's a fucking bitch. Who fucking cares? Your name is Mr. Swaggins. That's a fucking retarded name to begin with. That's not really a good name to, you know, in the start of it. Your name is already ass, and so it says Mrs. Waggins. That's a better name than Mr. Swaggins, TBH. Fucking grow the fuck up. What a fucking baby.
Guys, don't be stupid. The mods are mods and have moderating powers, and if you insult the mods, they have the ability to time you out and ban you. It's probably not too wise to anger the moderator.
Listen to this. So now you can't give mods hard times anymore. What a little bitch of a community. Like, really? Well, don't piss off the dads, you can get banned. What if you say something that's that's supposed to be a joke, and they get angry, and they ban you? What a great environment. This environment is getting more and more toxic and dictator-esque. Like, what a terrible community. And he wonders why his subs are dropping and why his community is dying. Because his fucking mods alienate the fucking community.
Team. They are volunteers. They're not getting paid for their work.
People treat volunteers like shit all the time. And the volunteers have more, or like, well, okay, whatever. You may not like it. You might be angry about it. Okay, whoopee. But that's life. That's fucking life. I make videos for free and people shit on me. Am I gonna start crying like, you guys are making videos for free and you're saying mean things to me? Get over it, Miss Waggins. Get the fuck over it.
They're doing their best to maintain a healthy chat so that people can be in.
Yeah, this is a healthy chat. Ban people for everything. Don't say jokes to the mods. Ban everyone. Healthy chat. Okay.
And have fun and not be bombarded with shitheads. So please be appreciative of what they do. And please do not incite the moderators. It's not funny. Remember, what you may think is funny to someone else may be very insulting.
If you don't find a joke funny, then just say I don't find it funny. Wow, what an amazing fucking concept. Okay.
And you should always take that into account. All right.
Okay. Now I do want to get, now sadly, Mr. Hotstuff did not capture part of the plugs I want to talk about, but that's understandable because all the plugs kind of feel the same. But there's one thing I'm going to show in his pre-stream that I want to talk about because it's not playlists. I'm in videos. Oops. So let's try to find the pre-stream. Here it is.
Okay. Moderated for it. All right. The subcount command eventually. The command in regards to everything going on here, that there's a way to do it, but I don't know.
I'm gonna find this part.
All right. Sorry, I just took a nice big sip of concise. Please do not do giant paragraphs that I have to read. More interactive streams. I think that it's a lot of fun. All right. Now, if you would like a visual, get more subs on the channel. So right now, I appreciate everyone who does. But right now, in particular, folks, the situation I'm in is not a good one in regards to my financial situation because of taxes. Due to something that has nothing to do with me. I had a tax attorney.
His taxes have nothing to do with him. Okay.
Who did my taxes for 4 years when I lived in Connecticut. And then when I moved out here to Washington State, I was going to get a new tax attorney in this state. But this guy assured me he knew what he was doing.
I love that this tax stuff, he always has to go through, like, the history lesson. Okay, guys, I was in Connecticut. A state that, it's an American state. It's in America, guys. And I used to live there. Now, my parents lived there, too, and I did video games on YouTube back then, back when YouTube was a great place, right? And then I met Leanna. I mean, let's skip that part of my history lesson, guys, okay? Sound good? And he goes through so much fucking detail. Just say, I owe back taxes because I didn't know I had a business, that, the tax attorney that I used to have didn't tell me about this business and occupation tax. I wasn't aware that I would owe. And now I owe these back taxes. You can help me out here. See how quick and concise that is? But no, we gotta know the whole story. And I just love that he believed that, oh, I should keep this fucking Connecticut tax guy who knows Connecticut tax laws. Like, come on. Okay.
He was highly accredited. He had all these...
Yeah, it's the tax attorney's fault that you decided to stay with him. Okay.
Great positive reviews in Connecticut. He claimed he knew what he was doing and that he would be able to continue to do my taxes. No problem. It wouldn't be an issue. I live out here for 3.5 years and I find out he's been doing my taxes wrong all along. Even though I paid him a lot of money to do them right, he did them all wrong. So...
with that logic, then Apple should be the perfect company. You pay a lot of money. So their products should be perfect and amazing and godlike, right? Oh, wait.
I owe back taxes to the state of Washington. Business taxes I should have been paying. Sadly, I don't just have a ton of money lying around. In fact, the changes that I made here last year to my style of content creation, becoming a more interactive streamer and the like, allowed me to adjust for the fact that YouTube ad revenues have just plummeted into the toilet in the last year. So because of my changes on the fly and my adaptation to be more of a live streamer, things are good. I was able to afford my bills. Then all of a sudden...
okay, see, here's what I wanted to stop at. This is what I wanted to talk about. This is a load of shit. He's been saying this for like a month now or so, maybe more. And it's a huge fucking lie. And I'm surprised his fucking dumbass fans did not remember this. But let's go back down memory lane, guys. Because I have some videos here that's just going to show you little things about 2017 that you might have forgotten. So here we have DSP Gaming, July's end of the month emergency. This is 2017. Okay.
It is what it is, folks. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm now closing the stream chat, all right? I will say this, for those of you who are possibly considering cheering or subbing or tipping me tonight, I appreciate that. I need that support. In particular, just so you guys know, I feel like I should give you an update. I looked at YouTube stats today. So here's what it says. Get ready. It says remember in May, I had a whole week where I was not partnered at all. May, yet I'm not even kidding you. This month, I kept you guys entertained. You came back for the streams. You were here for the videos. Everything on YouTube was great, and YouTube basically didn't bring in any advertising. Isn't that nice? That I got all these people during the summer who normally would be not engaged and say, "Well, it fills up. Come see me play this stuff during down."
Come on, get to the part.
Unfriggin' believable, folks. So it allows me to keep doing this. Any support that you could lend via unfriggin' believable, folks. So, any support that you could lend via tipping, cheering, or subbing to this channel during the live streams is very appreciated. It helps. It allows me to keep doing this. I don't know what's going to happen in 2 months. That's what I'm worried about, because basically the way that I get paid is every 2 months it gets staggered, right? So right now I'm fine. I'll be fine in August, but then come September, I'm going to have a ton of video games to buy, all these new releases, and I'm going to be getting way less money than I normally do because YouTube didn't do a good job of bringing in advertisers this month. And now I have to try to find a way to afford all the games and stuff. I mean, just taking a look, I see now Marvel vs. Capcom I'm going to have to afford in September. And thanks to YouTube, it's going to be tough. In my calendar in like 3 months. I'm sure there's going to be like 2 or 3 more at least. So just there's like 5, 6 games plus another 2.
Sounds like he was able to pay his bills, right? Now we get to not this one. TV Gaming Big. No, that's not the one. God damn, there was one. Ah, here, right here.
Though.
And this is July. This is before the tax stuff. The tax stuff was in September. So keep that in mind.
I'm going to start mentioning this more in the next few days. If you are going to do something to support me, if you have if you have the liberty of choosing between cheering, tipping, or subbing, I would actually ask that you tip. And the reason I say that is because right now I got a bunch of bills coming due.
A bunch of bills. But remember, he was able to afford the bills in 2017, right? Wait.
Into the toilet in the last year. So because of my changes on the fly and my adaptation to be more of a live streamer, things are good. I was able to afford my bills. Then all of a sudden
afford my bills? Wait. Afford my bills.
Choosing between cheering, tipping, or subbing, I would actually ask that you tip. And the reason I say that is because right now I got a bunch of bills coming due, including my freaking mortgages, and all these other bills are all coming due at once. And honestly, I'm a little tight right now, and I'm nervous.
He's tight, but he was able to afford the bills.
Actually, genuinely nervous that it's going to be pretty tight here, and I don't know if I'm going to have a, I don't want to have an overdraft issue. Let's put it that way. Especially now that we've got a bunch of games coming out later this month. Right now, the best way you could help me out is to tip me on the streams, because I could use the funds right away. Versus if you cheer or you sub, those are also good. And listen, if that's all you can do, I'm perfectly okay with that. I know a lot of people use their Twitch Prime subs for me and everything. That's cool, and I definitely appreciate that.
So he was able to afford everything, guys. Right? Right?
I want to say up front, all right? Incredible thank you to anyone in the past couple of weeks who has tight, and I'm in dire straits because of this bill that just came out of nowhere. And I had to pay.
And this was in August. And he said that his bank account is low, and it's overdrawn. But here he said he was able to pay the bills. Guys, it's like he's lying about something, right? So it's either that he lied about able to pay the bills in 2017, or he lied in 2017 about not being sure that he was able to pay the bills. Which one is it? Because either lie doesn't make him look good. Because on one hand, he's lying to his fans about how he was able to afford something last year when he said he couldn't. So that could be the lie, right? I mean, sure. Maybe he's saying that he was able to afford things so that people feel more sympathetic to the tax situation. So that doesn't make him look good. Or that he lied about him not being able to pay the bills, which kind of showed that he manipulated his fans to feel sorry for him to tip him more so they could pay the bills. That's something, And I'm sure if someone, I'd be curious to see what excuse he would say other than But he's probably gonna say, "Oh, the detractors are spinning my words, dude." I said, "I might." I guarantee you might see some bullshit like that. Put some words in people's mouths and try to spin this differently. But he said his bank was overdrawn or is low and about to be overdrawn. He said he said in July, a month before this, that he wants to be able to pay through tips so that he could afford the new games and pay the fucking bills. But he said that he was able to afford things in 2017. What? And then we have this little bonus, a bonus for you guys.
Weekend beat out a new PSVR game in the polls that I was interested in playing, I believe I just received a big tip. Yes, I did. Wow. I just got a $50 tip from someone. They said, here, get the VR game. Buy the game and try it, and when you have your proper evaluation if it's worth streaming or not, you're sort of a gaming journalist. This is what you do. Appreciate it, but I'm going to tell you this right now.
I like how he has... I slightly talked about this in an old video, but he got like all that money and he slowly backed out of using it for what the guy gave him the money for, and then the guy gave him more money. It's fucking insane.
Kind of messed up because I didn't know if I wanted to play this game or not, and now you're giving me $50. It's kind of like now I feel like I'm forced into playing a game that I might not want to play anymore. I appreciate it,
but you didn't want to play Star Trek anymore because you didn't have the money for it, and someone gave you the money for it.
You have to understand that if you do tip me money, that money is basically a tip for whatever I see fit to spend the money on, because I don't want people saying, oh, by the way, here's $500, go buy a PS4 Pro.
No, this was the part I wanted to... I listened to this. I know I covered a lot of this, so if you really want to know my thoughts on this whole thing with the $150 tip or whatever, you can always go back to my old videos about it. But this right here is interesting to me because he has been kind of saying, guys, I need people to donate things to me. Maybe people could donate a PS4 Pro. That kind of shit. And here he says, guys, if you give me $500, I don't want to use that on a PS4 Pro. But now he's begging for people to donate him stuff to use. I wonder whatever happened. There was a, I don't know if it was during a PUBG stream, but I know he said this, that someone offered to donate him a 4K TV. I know someone said that. But I think that was probably a troll, and he took the bait because he's desperate now. But yeah. I'm gonna listen to this a little bit more, see if there's anything else that popped up. But it's just funny that he brings this up, but then now he will totally be willing to buy a PS4 Pro because he's fucking desperate.
I'm like, but wait a minute, I don't want a PS4 Pro, or I don't need a PS4 Pro. You see what I mean?
He doesn't want or need one, but now he does.
So I appreciate the tip, it's awesome, but now it's like now I'm forced into playing it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. As I said, it's going to be based off of what happens today on stream and what people want to see, not based off of the cost factor. Of course, now you get idiots in the stream chat. Phil's a dick, man. Phil's a dick. Dude, I didn't ask for the person to send me $50 to buy the video game. That's the bottom line. It's a tip. It's something like, oh, Phil's doing a good job. Here's a little something to contribute. Nah.
Then maybe you should give the money back. Okay. Well, I did talk about this in another video, so that's pretty much all I'm going to say about this. But yeah. Let's hear a little bit more of this. Maybe there's something else.
Find out I owe tons of back taxes because this asshole didn't do his job. Alright? Pretty fucking ridiculous. So, the problem I'm facing right now. I have 3 tax payments coming up in April. I didn't pay them all. And then I got my first estimated 2018 federal pay. It really does. It sucks. More and more and more over the course of this year. Both of those things hold true. I'm hoping I'll be able to afford all these taxes, and by the end of the year, I'll be free and clear. Hopefully, things on Twitch continue to go as well as they have. All right? And if both of those things hold true, I'm hoping I'll be...
He literally said in March that March was a dead month. Oh, it's been pretty slow, man. Blah 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 blah. All this stuff, and now he's saying, well, if you get through this tax situation, it'll be in the clear. We all know fucking Phil. He did the same song and dance last year. I don't think Mr. Hustuf had a video of this, but it was in a vlog of Phil's that I'm not gonna bother searching through anymore because there's a lot of fucking vlogs. But he said, because this is during the whole thing about why he doesn't want to use Cox anymore in for KO Gaming, back when KO Gaming was a thing. And he said in that, well, if you get through the April taxes, then you guys can choose whoever you want to pay me, and it won't be an issue anymore, and it'll be free. Yay. Then comes May and June. Guys, the bills. I need you guys to tip me, okay? Tips, man. I need the tips. Tip. And I feel that during 2017, he started to see that bills weren't enough to get his fans to pay him. So then this tax situation happened, and he's like, oh, I can use this to milk the fans. And here we are. He's not going to be done begging. I guarantee, maybe in May we'll have a break. Maybe in May we'll have a break of it, but he'll go back to begging in June, the latest. But he will still beg for money. He will still say he's nervous about the future, and this and that, and his dumbass fans will always fall for it. Alright, everyone. That is it for this video. I talked enough, and this is only an hour 35 minutes. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, everyone. Have a good day. Hope you have a nice day and a nice week. See you in the next video, and hopefully I will have a art thing after this. Later. Someone has done it, guys. Someone has requested the Sonic Chew. I'm very sorry. Oh yeah! Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, have to keep moving on. Guess what lies ahead? Only one way to find out. Must keep on moving ahead. No time for guessing, follow my plan instead. Trusting in what you can't see. Take my lead, I'll set you free. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through, prove it to you. Follow me. Oh yeah. Danger is lurking around every turn. Trust your feelings, got to live and learn. I know with some luck that I'll make it through. Got no other options, only one thing to do. I don't care what lies ahead. No time for guessing, follow my plan instead. Find the next stage no matter what they may be. Take my lead, I'll set you free. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through, prove it to you. Follow me. Follow me. I'll make it through. Oh yeah.